right, and we are back, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. The song that has just been playing right now is Save Me by KAYMO THITIMA. Naliona akona, by the way, pendant your flash. Yeah, that is really, really, really dope. We'll be talking to him in a few. He's in studio, so if you have any questions for him, make sure you direct them right here at Philin Jean, at Hugh Skills, and of course at Vasco Vas. She's still in studio with us, and it's amazing. The hashtag is RockTour254. If you have any questions for our guest, that is KAYMO THITIMA, direct them at Y254 channel, right? Yes. At Hugh Skills, at Philin Jean, the hashtag, like I've told you, RockTour254, at Y254 channel on Twitter and Facebook, and on Instagram, Y254_channel. And of course, we're on YouTube. If you happen to miss any of our shows, be sure to check them out over there. And I want to send out a few shout outs to a few people, by the way, before we talk to our guests. I have some guys who are on the TL, and we appreciate it. A big shout out to Bakita, by the way. I'll start with Bakita. She's on the TL, and we absolutely love her. All right, I have Yvonne Oro. A big shout out to Yvonne. She says, Hugh Skills, play me toxicity. Toxicity, right. And then I have Iman James. He's always tuned. A big shout out to you, Iman. Anasema, I'm enjoying the show from Mombasa. Yeah, munatesa hewani kwa sana. A big shout out to you, Iman. He's always, obviously, always tuned. A big shout out to you. And if I have Kiplagan, Jeffan, Chelam, okay, so A0, you ya tatu sijasoma. Ni French, maze, it's French. And then he says, from A0 Village, Kabisaga, Ward, Nandi County, listening, watching live, Kamakao. Maze, yeah, a big shout out to you, maze. I need to take register. A big shout out to everybody who's always tuned in. We appreciate you, sana, right? Yes. And keep tweeting to us at Y254 channel, at Philin Jean. Keep the hashtag RockTour254. We want to hear from you. We want to give you a shout out. Represent your hood. Where are you tuned in from? So come through, and we'll be sampling some of your tweets and comments. And today, like I've told you, we are talking about, what are you talking about? Cults
and social groupings.
Cults and social
groupings.
I thought you forgot. But you already know what's up.
I'm on the loop.
Yes, you already know what's happening. All right, so like we described it before. All right, so cults and social groupings. We told you cultism actually, in modern English, has to come, it actually refers to a social group defined by its unusual religious, spiritual, or philosophical beliefs, or its common interest in a particular personality or object or goal. And before I go even further, I want to introduce our guest. Alafu pia atakuwa anatuambia one or two regarding our topic. What's up? How you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you,
Thank you so much.
It's seeing you on this other side. You know that tushakuzoea una, okay, you've been on karaoke, sure. Alafu JC Sako, you understand?
Yeah.
But now you are on rock tour.
I'm on the rock tour.
Yeah, and you got your rock on, yeah?
I'm always on rock on. It's only that, you know, the people, yeah, I'm always like this.
Not even as a rock artist.
And people don't even know that about you.
And even when I'm dressed like that, you know, people still don't realize that I am more,
they still don't know.
I'm rock.
Even the hair itself. Even the hair. Have you seen his hair? He has better hair than mine. Like, how does your hair even look? After the show, he has to tell me everything. I mean, what products, which shampoo, and everything. I need to know. How do you keep your hair that healthy? I need to know. But it's good to have you in the studio, by the way. It's good to have you. So today we're talking about cults and social groupings. What do you understand by that?
Cults and social groupings.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
I think well, they've been first of all, they've been like put into religious associations, but I think they're more than that.
Yeah,
cults are more.
There's so many of them, by the way.
Exactly.
Cults are so many. Yeah.
I think it's all about, like, you know, what you believe in, what you hold on really strong, and you know what you think this is. Culture, kinda like, and you leave it out,
right?
And you are sort of like, you know, carried away by that whole thing and the whole ideology of, you know, whatever you're believing in.
Whatever you believe in. Yeah. Okay, so just because what you believe in you think is the right thing doesn't mean that what your neighbor believes in is
the
wrong.
wrong thing.
You don't have to call them out. You're like, oh, when him shetani, what's doing nini. Just because they have different beliefs than you, it doesn't mean that they're evil.
It doesn't necessarily mean
it doesn't necessarily
they just have another opinion which differs from your opinion.
Exactly, because we have religious cults. We've actually just talked about that. We have our some churches, like people do weird things. Like it might appear weird to me, but to them it's normal because that's what they believe in.
Yeah.
So it's a very wide range of topic. Like it's a lot to talk about. But we'll be getting into that more when Vasco comes back here. But right about now, we're gonna talk music with KAYMO. All right. So people know you as a gospel artist. You came in, took the industry. I remember that was in 2016.
Yes.
Took the industry by storm, and you're still here.
And I'm
you know,
still
some
here.
people, you know, especially when you come out with a hit like that, normally you'll come, alafu fade away after something.
Sure.
You know, one hit wonder, like you come, something, so you get everybody talking,
Sure.
alafu you disappear.
Sure.
Why are you still relevant until now? What's the secret?
I don't. There's no secret ingredient.
But for real, you need to tell some people.
There's a recipe up with
Yeah, there has to be. There has to be something. You're still relevant.
And first of all, I love the way you pronounce my name like, you know, we're hanging out with this show and with KAYMO THITIMA. So funny. Anyway, I don't think.
I'm funny, guys. I'm funny. Oh my God, I'm funny. All right. So back to the topic.
I think it's just being in tune. It's just being in tune with what I do and just, you know, paying attention to what I'm hearing and what I'm putting out. I mean, there's no secret ingredient. It's just being aligned with purpose and, you know, just doing what you believe yourself to be true. You know, and that's I think that's what has kept me in the industry.
And it's working for you so far. And we love that. We love that. And of course, you're doing great music. But what got us interested is the fact that you are also doing rock music.
Yes,
and people don't even know that. So
Sure.
what got you interested in rock music to start with?
To start off, I've been into rock. I've been a fan of rock music for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know? And well, I started off back in, I think, 2000, the year 2000. Yeah.
2000.
I've been a rocker like for a very long
that is
time.
a very long time.
I went into rock music. I've been into rock music. I've been into metal, heavy metal and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the genre of music because it has some kind of energy that it brings out that all these other kind of music, they don't have the same kind of energy or the same kind of drive.
Right.
So I went right into production. I think I've produced most rock bands that we have in
but
Kenya.
it's true.
Exactly.
So
and he's a producer, but people don't even know that.
exactly. And, and most of the local rock music that you hear, actually most of them, it's me who's produced them.
Yeah.
And most of even the rock clique of rock bands, we have, maybe I've not actually produced them, all of them, but one way or another, we've interacted with them. Yeah.
All right. And currently, I understand you're working with Veil of Ammunition. They're like a really big deal, and they're from Uganda. So you're even crossing borders. It's not just the 254 anymore. But imagine internationally, he's being recognized. Now, so you're working with one of the best rock bands in Uganda. That's Veil. You're working with SLC.
Yeah.
They're really
Straight Line
also
Connection, yes.
Yeah, Straight Line Collection. They were in studio. You're working with them. How is it working with both of them? And why do you think people will come all the way from Uganda just to work with you?
I think it's just the taste I bring into the industry and my touch in the production. Yeah. Because it's all about how does the music come out, you know. And I am able to understand your genre of music and be able to blend into what the kind of sound that you want to create. And so I think that gives me an edge in what I do because I'm able to understand you. You know, rock is really diverse. It's really diverse.
It's very, very diverse.
Exactly.
We even have like Christian rock music. We talked about that sometime here. Like people love some Christian rock bands and they actually don't know it's a rock band.
Exactly.
They think it's just like any other genre. They don't know because rock is very diverse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm able to understand the kind of music you do. I remember I started off back in 2009 with Seismic. That back then I think it was like Seismic and Rock of Ages and a few more other bands. And from then on, I've been producing bands back to back, you know.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting how all of them have different. It's the same genre, but they sound really different.
Yeah,
exactly,
different
you know?
sounds. I like, especially let's talk about SLC and Veil. They are way totally different. Because Veil are a bit darker.
Yeah.
Okay, not like dark in a, no, not like dark in a bad way.
No. You just say it.
Not in a bad way, but they're heavy. Let me use heavy.
Yeah. No, even the dark. Very dark.
Well, I could use the word dark actually.
Dark is okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been allowed to use dark. So dark or heavy, whatever you choose. If you choose it.
They're more into doom metal.
Yeah, they're very
Exactly. And SLC are a bit
They're mainstream rock.
Yeah.
You can just say mainstream
Yes,
rock.
he's
Alternative.
just pop rock even.
popish.
Are not popish. You can say pop. They're not pop.
They're not pop. Alternative.
You can say alternative.
Alternative.
They're like a pop fest. Ting, tong, ting.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you even, how is it? Like, I want to understand how you're able to work with someone who does alternative and someone who does doom at the same time and be able to produce like magnificent music at the same time.
Again, it all comes down to sound. What sound do you want to produce, and what's the feel of the music? And I'm able to do, I think as a producer I've been able to do that, something that most producers are not able to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
yeah,
most producers, you get them, they only stuck to one style of music, and
if
then
it's reggae, it's reggae.
it's just reggae.
If it's kapuka, it's kapuka.
Exactly.
You don't cut across.
And they're not able to understand you as a musician or a band or an artist, what you want to bring out.
Right.
And another thing is I'm a multi-instrumentalist, which makes me capable to understand music in depth.
Yeah.
So I'm able to understand the genre that you want to bring and how do you want to bring it out. You know, we're able to discuss all those nitty-gritties, which we go through before we even get into production itself. I'm going to sit down with the band, I'm going to sit down with the artist and just have one session of just talking, you know, just, trying to interact, trying to understand. What do you want to achieve? What kind of sound do you want to achieve? Are we going in the right direction? You know, in the process, are we in the right direction? Are we going towards the desired goal for you as an artist?
And it always works out for you and for them as well.
Exactly.
But one question that I keep wondering, like that is, I think for me and for everybody else, like you are a gospel artist, but you're here producing doom metal, doom rock music. Like, do you ever get judged or criticized for that? They're like, oh, you're a gospel artist, you should do worship. You're not supposed to be in this particular. But
no. I think for me, production is business. It's like the way you. If I was a doctor, I wouldn't say, yo, I'm a doctor, so
this
I'm
is a
not gonna.
gunshot.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna treat this guy because he's not a Christian. I'm gonna treat this guy because he's born again. You know, for me, it's it's business. And again, if I was in business, if I was selling a product to you, I wouldn't go like, I'm not gonna sell to you. You know, this kind of product. I would rather sell to this person. No.
Right.
For me, for production,
but it works like that. You remember we had Seeds of Datura and they talked about that. We have, was it Martin Kanjar? We talked about he's a rock star, goes to the shop and they refuse to sell to him. Just because you're different, they're like, no. No,
I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's being, I would rather call, I could call it polarized. You know, you're driven towards one. You're not open-minded. You get, so you're not thinking right. That's not even love. You know, if I'm a Christian and I want to show love, I think I would rather love everybody. Equally without judgment and
instead of judging everybody based on what they believe in and what they listen to and what they choose to wear.
I have my own opinions and I have my own judgments, but I'm not going to impose them on you just because you don't believe in what I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I would rather, if I was to tell you what I believe in, you take it or you don't take it. If I was to share the gospel in that way, it's up to you, at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So I don't think that's a good way to look at things, especially when it comes to business, like, trying to sell to this person and not to this person. If you have the skills and someone gives you or pays you to deliver something good for them, just go ahead and do it.
Right. And I want to know, what are some of the bands you listen to, rock music? Because I've seen you've done covers for from different artists like Breaking Benjamin and different other artists. Can you rate some of your favorite artists in the rock scene? They don't have to be like gospel rock. It can cut across.
I'm actually more into gospel Christian rock music.
More,
but kitambo kidogo. Well, I would listen to all types of music before, like, from all genres of rock, but I kind of like really narrowed down. Back then, I think that the covers I did were back in 2016.
Yeah.
And well, right now I've kind of like really narrowed down to heavy metal.
Yeah.
I'm heavy metal, Christian rock.
He loves that.
His skills loves it. I love For Today. For Today is like my favorite.
What was your favorite?
Not even like one, but like
the favorite.
Yeah, the favorite.
All right,
favorite
cool.
part. Yeah.
And also, Save Me. What were you going through when you produced that song? Because it's actually, I absolutely love it. I just want to know, can you tell us what was
Save Me
happening in
Again.
your life? Yeah, we played it before we came for the interview just now. Yeah.
There's a story behind Save Me Again song and the lyrics behind it. And this is, you know, it's a bit emotional for me because the person who helped me put this song together and the lyrics together is my belated cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry
Kim.
about that. Yeah.
Sam. I think Sam Kiranga was, well, he was in the rock scene as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
I remember.
and the bad thing about,
and
the sad thing
Yeah.
for this song, Save Me Again, is the lyrics in the song. Well, actually, you know, he was actually talking about himself. And I didn't even know, I didn't even actually realize that that's exactly what he was going through.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, so it pains me to see that we are no longer with him, but this is what he was going through, and we couldn't jump in and try to help.
And I saw Isakali did justice. They produced a song about him. They paid homage. That's really, really, really admirable. Alafu, you are a father. Your boy recently turned 1. How is fatherhood?
It's good. It's really nice. You know, I feel nice. You know, you're going home to your family. It just feels really nice to have a son. And you know, to know that you are now responsible for someone's
and for the fathers, what advice? Someone who's like really freaking out, they're about to become my dad. I would tell them everything.
There's
what
nothing to freak out.
His skills. His skills.
He's the new dad. Let him talk about
he's the new one. Okay, sour. All right, sour.
But when she's going into labor, just freak out kidogo.
It's allowed.
It's
just
allowed,
a little bit.
Most guys really don't want to be there when your wife is delivering, but I think it's an experience by itself that, you know, it's good for you to be there, for you to see what actually happens and what actually you even go through when you're just about to deliver.
Exactly.
The life.
Emotion,
exactly.
The pain and everything, the aftermath.
Exactly.
The happiness, everything.
And the happiness.
All right.
So I think it's really dramatic, has ups and downs. It's really emotional.
The highs and lows.
Exactly. But when the child is there, when the baby comes and you hold the baby and, you know, life begins, it's just another emotional experience. You just have to feel it for yourself. It's
you have to experience it for you to know what it is.
Exactly.
Right, but I want to talk about, let's go back to music just a little bit. As we wind up, I want to know, what do you think about the current rock, what's the future of rock music? How do we make rock mainstream again in Kenya? Let me just talk about Kenya.
I don't know. I mean, rock music has just become so crazy and, you know, changed. It's not like the way we used to have the kind of mainstream rock music we used to listen to back in 2000 and maybe or maybe up to 2010. It has really changed.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah, it has gone more like, you know, to pop music, kinda.
Yeah, it's people are going pop.
People are going.
They're trying to sell.
Yeah.
People are trying to sell. So okay, some people call them sellouts, but is it? Are you really a sellout if you're trying to sell a few albums and survive?
And right now,
bills?
if I was to comment on that, right now it's no longer about sales. You know, if you're out there as an artist, you're trying to sell CDs, you're just in the wrong place. You know, as an artist or as a band, you're just doing the wrong thing because everything has just changed. Right now, people are just streaming music. They're not buying music hard. Like, I don't even have CDs in my house.
Exactly.
I don't know how many CDs you have in your house, you know.
I know. Even movies, people watch them online now.
Exactly.
You no longer have to buy the 50 bob movies now. Yeah.
So if you were a band, I think you would be more targeting to get more subscription on your channel, get more subscription. Maybe if you have your music on iTunes or whatever.
Spotify.
That's where you should be, you know, pushing your subscription to and telling people to subscribe to your music and stream live instead of you trying to sell CDs. It's not working. It's not going to work.
Sure. Skills, do you have any questions for our guest before he goes? Because It's
Yeah,
because of time.
what plans do you have with the rock scene now in the future?
Yeah, exactly. I don't mean nataka kujua hiyo. What are you planning? You're
Now
just
after Save Me.
yes, because you're producing, yes,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I have lots of great music that I'm yet to not only do lyrics videos. Actually, this Save Me Again song, I'm actually gonna do a real video, not the lyrics video, a real video for it.
we can't wait for that.
You can't wait for
Yeah,
this.
we
It's
cannot
coming
wait
through.
for that.
So I have lots of songs. Hillskis knows like most
He
of my
knows.
songs. Yes, I know all
But the
of
guys
them.
at home don't. So we're here like, so the guy, okay, we don't know. The guys at home, so we're just gonna act like we don't know.
So
What did you tell us?
songs are, I'm gonna be dropping a couple of videos, like real videos for just to try and maintain the atmosphere of rock music and you know, try to bring it into the mainstream. It's not easy, especially in
it's
Kenya,
not
trying to
easy.
bring rock
Yeah,
music into the
exactly.
mainstream.
Yeah.
So much as I'm doing my mainstream music, I'm also
Okay.
rock for me is passion, you know. You don't have to push me to do rock. You
Yeah.
don't have to pay me to even perform rock or to record rock music.
Yeah.
It's passion for me. I'm just driven by passion.
Should I let
when it
out
comes
the
to
cat
this.
out of the mouse?
Yeah?
Kanyeki's song. The
Yeah,
newest
Yes,
song.
yes.
That's the producer.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
You worked with Kanyeki and Skylar on that song.
Exactly.
It is we love it. I'm sure even the fans at home love it. They request it all the time.
They do?
Yes, they
Amazing.
request the song. It's a dope song. We vote for it to make it on the charts, and it always
there.
does. That one,
amazing.
great job on that. All right, so maybe you can tell guys your social media handles, and then we break with you. You did a cover for Thitima. You have a rock version, guys. We have a rock version for Thitima. I know. Yeah, we have that. We're gonna be breaking with that. But just remind guys, for the guys at home who want to get in touch with you, just one more time, where they can find you.
Find me on my social media handles. KAYMO THITIMA is pretty simple. KAYMO THITIMA on Instagram. KAYMO THITIMA on Twitter. KAYMO THITIMA on Facebook. You can inbox me. You can, you know.
Right, and we have it on the screen even. They can check it out.
It's
Yeah,
right there.
it's on the
KAYMO
screen.
THITIMA,
So
yes.
yeah, just go there and talk to him. They can DM you.
Yeah, you can DM
even,
me.
Can anyone work with you? Do they have to be rock artists or just anyone?
No,
You
they
can
don't-
produce
they
for
don't-
everybody.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I've produced Thitima all the way up to Kanashika. I mean, all the songs. Yeah. So I'm a diverse producer. So
Oh, that's dope.
an artist. Right now, I'm trying to help the industry grow because we're pushing this agenda of play Kenyan music.
Yeah, play
And I realized that
music, yeah.
I realized that most artists who are trying to come up, they have no idea how to put out their music.
Exactly.
Even just simple thing as uploading their music on YouTube is
They
a problem.
don't know, yeah.
So you can reach me out, KAYMO THITIMA, you can inbox me, you can try
Right.
to reach out to me,
Yeah.
and we see how we are gonna work out that.
Yeah, especially for rock stars. If you want help, now you know the guy to talk to. And if you have your own music, you know who you don't have a video, you don't know how to upload anything, just talk to him. And he's served. Yeah, believe me, he's gonna help you.
Hallelujah.
He's gonna help you with that. All right, so if you don't have any last words, so maybe go ahead and listen to the Thitima cover. Would that be
Yeah,
cool?
sure. Yeah, that's cool.
Or you have some last words to say?
I think I already sold out my handles, so I mean, that's it.
You already sold yourself. All right, guys, so let's check out the cover version.